A couple of days ago, I saw a notice on the Noble Knight Games website announcing that they had limited edition copies of the Shadowrun 5th edition core book. And, you know, this is kind of a guilty pleasure, but I saw that they were selling it at a extremely discounted price. I snapped it up. I wasn't going to get the hardcover because of the, you know, little things like the large numbers of errata in this edition. But I got it anyway. So let's take a look at the box. So like I mentioned the last time we dealt with Noble Knight, I can always rely on them for good service, but this time I opted for the priority mail service, which I've never used before. And it was a little cheaper, and because this was such an expensive item, I was torn. Do I go for the more expensive type of shipping, or do I try this? And, well, I opted for this, so your guess is as good as mine what I'm going to find inside. When I pick up the box, I can feel the product inside moving around. And the last time, which was the Edge of the Empire unboxing that I did, you notice that it was solidly packed with newsprint. And so who knows what we'll find. So hacking into the box, I do see the familiar and comforting sign of Noble Knight's famous white wrapping paper. And pulling out the book, we see that it's all wrapped up and it's padded from side to side, just not so much at the end. And I'm going to need my other hand to get this out of here. So well wrapped up in a thick amount of wrapping paper. Most of my fears have been allayed, but let's see what it looks like inside. So without showing the book just yet, this is how much wrapping paper. I mean, we're talking about 12 or 13 revolutions. This is how much wrapping paper was around the book. So, yeah, no more fear. And here is the book. Still in shrink wrap. The corners are completely undamaged. This is a rich leather-like feel with the embossed cover, Shadowrun 5th edition, with the, I don't know if you can really see the dragon impressed there, and then on the back, the Shadowrun logo. So, the limited edition of Shadowrun is mine. Alright, so I've gotten home, and here we are with the Shadowrun 5th edition, limited edition, and here we are with the Shadowrun 4th edition, limited edition. Now, I note as I'm looking at this that I've also never taken the plastic off the limited edition from 4th edition. I'm saying edition a lot, but you know what I mean. I think I'm going to leave it on. We're just going to focus on the 5th edition. And one of the big compelling reasons why I ordered the physical book was that finding the PDF just a little bit annoying to read. Because of the way the cover image was put in. It's not a big annoyance, but I've been finding that I've been wanting to read Shadowrun when I get home at night, and I don't want to open the PDF to read it on my tablet or even on my computer. I just don't. So, hardcover book it was. Maybe that's just an excuse. So one of the things that we can note right away, of course, is that the 5th edition is more of a normal size. The 4th edition book was quite tall, and you know, while it presents the image of being narrow, it really wasn't. The 4th edition book was quite big, and of course came in a slipcover, right? The limited edition for the 20th anniversary edition was pretty spectacular. But we're not talking about it, so let's put it away. What we are talking about is Shadowrun 5th edition. So, before I run the risk of leaving it wrapped up in plastic forever, let's open it. Okay, so I've opened up the corner, so there's no turning back now. This really is a heavy, good quality plastic coating. It actually was a little difficult to get the seal open, but once opened, it started to peel back nicely. You can get kind of a sense of the quality of the cover. I know that in this light level we're really not getting the dragon etching in its glory, but it's quite a subtle and interesting effect on the cover of the book. Okay, let's look inside. Now I've got gold gilt pages, which is something that I would normally avoid because they just tend to rub off if you actually use a book, but wow, this is really something. So I've opened up to where the bookmark is, and we've opened up into fiction, all black with white text. Next page is the Matrix chapter. So this is a good idea of what the book looks like if you haven't looked in the PDF yet. We have these red boxes that explain things, and we have, of course, text. What else would you expect? So, good clear headers, good crisp, clean text. Okay. And now I suppose some people are wondering, where's the art? Well, you know, this is a pretty hefty game to get into, but there's some art. The dangers of side jobs. There's just subtle art all the way through it. Very evocative of the Shadowrun world. So this is a look inside the 5th edition limited print run. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. The new book smell in here is incredible right now.